fact is always fact. The false cannot be fact or true. We have to accept the reality, and we must present in a factual way to the people. Students, with the talking of fact, reality, true, and you must have understood today's discussion. Today's discussion is on the topic factual description. Okay, it's class 11 and class 12. This topic is on the discussion, that is factual description. Okay, so before going for the discussion of the topic, that is factual description, students, same tradition I'll follow. I'll be asking you all to subscribe my channel. Those are the new user watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like my video. Okay, and the same tradition I'll follow. Whenever as much as possible, you try to share. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. The cursor is moving all around, and in the below there's a subscribe button. Do subscribe and do press the bell icon button. Okay, so let me proceed the discussion. Students, I told you the fact, the truth, the reality cannot be changed. You have to accept. Okay, the topic is factual description. We are going to discuss about the reality, the facts that is happening around us. We are facing it, we are getting it, but we don't know how to present it. Okay, we are facing it, we are getting it, but we don't know how to present it. That we are going to discuss. That is how you are going to present the ideas, facts. You get it. Okay, around you. It's available around you. You go it, you face it, you understand it. But what lacks students? Not grammar, but presentation. Not grammar, but presentation. And that due to lack of presentation, you commit mistake even in grammar and even in your getting marks. So mistakes, and that cannot be evaded. So students, let's continue our discussion. And today's discussion, that is the topic is factual description. Okay, so I'll tell you from the very beginning, this topic, factual description, students think that they may refer any reference book and they may get it, this idea, collective idea. I'll tell you, it's not there in any other reference book. If you're there, so really this day, the recent published reference book, if it's available, it's fine. Otherwise, rarely this topic you will be getting it. Okay, so yeah, the definition I told you from the very beginning. It's a discussion on facts. Okay, so just I'll make you the clear concept. Okay, topic is fact-based writing. Okay, fact-based writing is known as factual description. Okay, you know facts, reality, sachai, truth, whatever we can say. And when we say this reality, truth, we never say in past. Okay, we never say in past, we never tell it happened in past. Means when you talk those sentence in past tense, that means that is not present in present, and that is not present in future. Reality means that fact means, for example, I'll tell you universal truth. It's a factual. It's always present. So when you present that kind of a thing, that kind of event, you cannot go in past tense. From the very beginning, I'm making it clear. Okay, so just let's look into the focus in the part of definition right now, students. Factual description is a process. Okay, so see, just marking to the term here, it's a process or an event requires a step-by-step account of an activity, experiment, procedure. Just one more example I'll tell you, students. You go to biology lab, you go to chemistry lab, you go to physics lab. What do? Teacher starts doing the experiment first. And you do what? Observation. You observe those steps. Step number 1, this. Step number 2, that. Step number 3, next. Accordingly, you start writing those steps. And after writing those steps, you write your observation. Okay, you don't write those observation. It means what? In such a way that what you observed, that fact you presented. You don't add your own world. Like when you write story, your mind is giving something fake thing you added there. But when you write observation, whatever happened in that experiment, you present it there. Okay. Similarly, it is based on step by step of an activity, experiment, procedure. We follow it. Based on that, this description is written. Okay. And HFC, I'm giving you very short to the point word definition. If I'll start elaborating, I can, but elaboration sometimes it's healthy, sometimes makes fuss, it's make a puzzle. So no elaboration, but we'll come to the topic, direct to the point, what is required for you. Next point, the idea should be systematically presented with important points coming first, followed by not so important point. Okay, first important point, next not so important point. For example, I'll tell you students, one more example I'll give you. Suppose I'll ask you, come on, I'm giving 2 months time. You prepare me something and give me. 90% or 99% will say, so 2 minutes Maggie ban jayega. 2 minutes, Maggie can be prepared. You'll just bring the packet, boil the water, you'll read it, and you'll have not to do many things. Step number 1, tear the packet, then boil the water, just dip it, then you are doing those steps easily, and you follow a process to prepare Maggie. And within 2 minutes, the Maggie is prepared. Similarly, the idea should be systematically presented. Suppose you cannot write, take a bowl and first put the Maggie, then take a bowl. First, you have to take a bowl, put the container on the fire, let the heat process be there, and when the heat process is there, water must be there in the container. You must not change those process or steps in a different way or a puzzle way. You must write those steps in a proper order. What should be coming first? What should be coming second? Okay, and that when you present it, it should be very simple. Okay, so that we are going to talk about factual. Okay, next, heading is an essential part of it. It should be short and crisp. It should be short and crisp. Students, see, I am telling you, heading, title, or what we can say in a letter writing, you write subject. It should be to the point. You must not copy the whole question given in the question paper. You must write those headings, title or subjects to the point, couple of words. To the points and couple of words as asked in the question. You must not copy those whole question and write it down in the answer copy. So that's a couple of words. Couple of words. Couple means you understand couple too. Couple of words or more than a or two. Not more than that. As per that. So that's why you have to write within a couple of your words. Getting my point? Heading. Make a note of tense used in a description, as most often this is the place where students find great difficulty. Students face lots of difficulty when they frame which language they should use it. See, students, from the very beginning, this language part, let me clear you in going in more details. This factual description, when you learn factual description, I'll just take you something back, flashback, just flashback. I'm repeating it. Why flashback? You in your junior classes, in class 11, if class 11 student is attending, junior classes class 10. If class 12 is listening, then class 11, class 10 and 9 and so on, minus. When you go, you have learned it article writing, you have learned it Biosketch, okay, you have learned it speech writing, story writing in a junior classes. I'm talking about junior classes. When you have learned those Biosketch or article writing and report writing, okay, article writing, Biosketch and report writing, I'm comparing three. I'm bringing three highlights. Okay, just before comparison, I'll give you one more example. If class 11 and those students are attending for them, and the class 12 for them also, in the junior classes, when you're 8, 9, 10, you have written Biosketch. I hope you remember in CBSE students. ICC might have done it. I don't exactly remember it, but CBSE students, you might have done it in your junior classes. Those are attending the class right now, you can write it down in the chat box. Do you remember you have done it Biosketch in your junior classes? Do you remember? Just let me look into it, whether you have learned Biosketch. Yes, sir, remember. Okay. Others, Others, those who are attending the class, I need that you must be active and reply to me in the chat box quickly, whether you have learned Biosketch in your junior classes or not. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Others, yeah, Anupa is also writing yes, sir. Others, yeah, I must see the rest students must answer. Yeah, quickly, quick answer must come. I hope most of them have attended this writing skill, learned the writing skill. Biosketch. Biosketch means bio means about somebody, and you're going to sketch it, not going to sketch means art. Sketch, yes, means to describe. Okay, so hints of that particular person is given, and what you do it, you just write it down in a sentence, or and frame it in a paragraph, or point wise you write it as you were in junior classes. But here in factual description, you must follow the paragraph. Same hint points, but it's there in the biosketch about a person. Here, some hint points, not detailed hint points. Some hint points about that person, and you have to write it down. It's related to biosketch. Just a basic idea. Okay, so it's related to that only, not something different. Okay, I'll tell you how you're going to write it down. We'll discuss in the coming formats and the questions. So one more comparison I'll give you. Article, report, I talked you. Okay, what is the basic similarity? Can you tell me what is the basic similarity? Article, till now what I have explained, factual description. What is the basic similarity? Article, sir, this will come in half yearly exam. Yes, half yearly, final both for 11, 12, everyone. Okay, so this is going, this writing section, so whatever I have been dealing for my videos and everything, it is going to come in a half yearly, annual, everything. You will be going to face this kind of writing. Okay, so yeah, tell me, my question for you students, what is the similarity in article writing, then report writing, and factual description? What is the basic similarity? I'm not asking the difference, I'm asking the similarity. From the opening, can you tell me what is the similarity? Quick answer, students. Whatever the answer is coming to your mind, write it down in the chat box. I need to see what is the similarity you get it when you see the article writing, or you can see your report writing or factual description. What is the similarity in this three writing? Can you tell me quick? Any answers? Quickly write it down. Any whatever comes to your mind. So this is similar, or this is similar. But what is similar? What is the basic similarity you get it? Any answers, students? Quick reply. I need it. Yes or no if you know it. Sir, this will come in. We write paragraphs and mention the writer's name. Yes, students, one basic similarity is that when you write title, the title format. Okay, the format is quite similar. Title in the center and byline, and you write byline under the title. Byline, it is article or factual or report. But article and report, byline is compulsory, but for factual description, byline is not compulsory. From the beginning, I'm making it clear. For article and report, byline is compulsory, but for factual description, byline is not compulsory. Okay. Yes, someone is asking whether byline is compulsory or not. Students, I am making it clear. Factual description, byline is not compulsory. Okay. And while going more explanation, while giving you more explanation, taking you more deep in the part of description, I'll let you know where to give byline and when not to give byline. And you remember, byline is not compulsory, but article and report writing, byline is compulsory. If you're not writing byline, mark will be deducted. But in the factual description, if you're not writing byline, mark will not be deducted. And when you write and when you will not write, in more explanation, I'll be making it more clear to you. Okay, got my point, students? I hope the things are clear to you. Okay, let's move to the next part of language. Okay, language. See, students, language should be semi-formal in nature. Okay, as I'll tell you, when we write formal letters, the courteous words, courteous, your behavior, your action, your polite should be there. But here, this writing should be semi-formal. Here should not be as formal you write in letter writing. It should be semi-formal. So in nature, and try to write simple, attractive, and appealing. And this should be a funda or the formula to write your writings. Whatever writings you write, students, it should be simple, attractive, appealing, and to the point. Okay, you must not exaggerate, you must not elaborate too much, and you'll get confused at the end. So also try not to show your linguistic ability. The students, just I want to talk on this part, especially also try not to show your linguistic ability. Not to show your linguistic ability. You have good vocabulary, you know many words, you know many synonyms, but students write simple words. Anyone can read and understand what you have written. Exact real word to the mobile. Suppose you are writing something on mobile. A real word, simple word about mobile. You must not go deep meaning on some different kind of language meaning on showing your linguistic ability. So you are not going to use that part here. So just try to avoid if you have good linguistic ability. Write simple words. Okay. You must not. You should make a factual description in such a way that it shows your attention to detail and observatory skills. Students, I told you during that time. Okay, when you go to the practical labs, you observe the things. So this shows that attention to details and observatory. So you have observed very nicely, and their presentation talks about that. Okay, beginning I'm telling you it's a fact-based writing. So whenever the situation is coming, you're going to write facts, and that facts look like, or only the fact, it must not look like any what false event. Okay. Yeah, this as the point, student, you must not get confused to it. You must be very clear from the very beginning about this point. Students, many students ask the question on this point here, word limit. Students, this factual description, it depends in class 11, it depends in class 12 even. Okay, sometime in the board exam of class 12, it comes for 10 marks, and sometimes it comes for 6 marks. For class 11, it depends on the school teacher or accordingly what they're framing it. It's for 6 or 10 or 12 or 18 or 15 or 16 or 8, 6. It depends to the teacher. And students, when you're writing an answer, when it is of 10 marks, what is the word limit given? It is at 15 marks, what is the word limit given? When it is a 7 mark, what is the word limit given? So general word limit is 80 to 100 words. It's of 6 marks. But be sure of it by regularly consulting a teacher. When the teacher is framing the question and in the question it is not given the word limit, then definitely you get confirmed this word limit is 80 to 100, or you get confirmed from the teacher if you're writing in the class. And most 99% it is not, it is given in the question paper what should be the word limit for the factual description. So never it is missed. If it is missed, you must write 100 words at least. When it is missed in the examination, you must write at least 100 words. Okay, I'm not talking 80 to 100. I'm asking at least 100 words. You may take 5 or 10 more, or near about 100. Okay, getting my point? So no more confusion in word limits. I hope students, if there's any confusion, write it down. I'll tell you. I hope there's no confusion in word limits. Okay. Next comes to let's discuss about the factual description point to remember. Okay, points to remember. Presentation, organization of detail should be systematic and logical. Presentation. I already told you students. The presentation, when you present it, it should be systematic and logical. Give a heading. We discussed about that. Be sure to include all relevant informations. Be sure to be objective. Your objective should be clear. When you write, you must think that which kind of writing you write. Article, it's a different writing. A report, it's a different writing. And factual, it's a different writing. I'll make it clear in further slides. Look at students next. Yeah, we are here with the title. Title, it's compulsory. You will be writing title. And as I told you students, byline is not compulsory. So that's why there is no byline here. Getting my point? That's why there is no byline here. But introduction, first paragraph. And in all the writings, it's a 6 mark literature writing, or it is any kind of writing from 6 mark letter writing. Then other writings, it is a factual writing, speech writing, article writing, any writing. You must follow to write the paragraph formats. At least 3 to 4 paragraphs, as here mentioned. For when you write in the article writing, students, introduction, body, conclusion. Essay writing, introduction, body, conclusion. Report writing, introduction, body, conclusion. Similarly, first paragraph, introduction, details, then coming to the conclusion. Okay. While writing a factual description, it is better to have in split in 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph should have introduction of the topic, whatever the topic it is. Okay, if it is based on mouse, write about the mouse, or it is a write about a mobile, or write about a person XYZ. You have to introduce about that particular thing in the introduction of your paragraph. Very opening paragraph about introductory paragraph. Next one, describe in detail. The second paragraph should describe in detail the title in hand. See students, second paragraph will be connecting to the first paragraph. It should not be absurd. No connection means your writing is wrong. It must be systematically. 1 must connect with 2, 2 must connect with 3, and 3 must connect with 4. So in the following orders, we must come to the conclusion and we must understand it is related to the title. Okay, title, introduction, then description, second, third, and fourth comes to the end. Okay, so second should be described in the detail, title in hand. This is the paragraph which generally has the most number of words in it. So in the body part, we must describe, or we do describe, we elaborate it, and most of the words comes in it. Add any additional information you would like to share in the third paragraph. Keep this concise, very to the point, short to the point. Okay, final paragraph, fourth, should be conclusion of the factual description. Adhere to the prescribed word limit to avoid penalties in the examination. So you remember last line you remember, adhere to the prescribed word limit to avoid penalties in the examination. So as per the questions, you must be adhere to the word limit. Okay, so if you have any confusion related to the word limit, you can ask me. I'll tell you students right now. If there is no confusion, if it is given 80 to 100 words, you must be with 80 to 100 words. एक दो इधर उधर चलेगा. Okay, 5 or 1 or 2 word limit is here and there. It is acceptable. Okay, but you must not make a huge difference. It's asking 100 words. You must not write 140 words. If it asking 80 words, you must not end in 60 words. Okay, huge difference. You must avoid it. Okay, got it? Clear it? The format is clear, students. I hope the format part is quite clear to you. Let's move to the type of factual description. Person-based, place-based, object-based. Okay, person-based, place-based, then object-based. Okay, thank you, Pritish. This is type. So in the initial part, I asked you Biosketch. Biosketch is quite similar to person-based. Biosketch is quite similar to person-based. Biosketch is quite similar. Why similar? In Biosketch, you get the person whole short details and you just need to elaborate. But here, no short details, only question details will be getting and you have to elaborate. Next, place-based and object-based. These are types of factual description 3. Next question, no, sorry, next slide. Let's look at the next slide. Yeah, person-based description. Physical attributes, how the eyes are, handsome, or how he's looking, hair color, expression, style, whether he's rude, how he behave with others. These are the physical attributes. You must write it down. Okay, so intellectual, emotional qualities, and then how he reacts in different situations. Whether he cry, how he tackles his angers, how he shows his love. Those all part will come on intellectual and emotional quality. How he tackles those different situations, painful situation, he's crying, he's making others involved, and how is he? Others' perception. Suppose one of your friend has a bad impact with a different teacher. So the boy might be good, but due to bad situation or some wrong situation, his image has been framed as wrong in front of a teacher. So that perception, others' perception, now if this is general perception for all, then that perception could be added here. Any other relevant trait by him or her use an incident. Student, I'll tell you any other relevant trait. For example, I am a teacher. Okay, my profession is to teach. But in the other side, I do social work. Suppose I do social work, I help to the poor people, I go to the different societies, I do donate. So this is another trait where is reflected my kindness, my generosity. So that comes here under the part of any other trait relevant to an incident. You can describe an incident and you go more relevant to that particular person. Okay, getting my point, students? This is known as the person-based description. Then comes the factual description of a person. More description here, the what we discussed, the build, height, complexion, facial features, eyes, nose, hair, and dress. Okay, about the physical attributes we discussed there. Take a note of person habit, whether he's smoking or he's drinking. Those like to read books, like to play, those habits. Remember the context and the purpose of descriptions. Yeah, this is one important point here. This is because there's a lot of difference in the way you describe yourself to a friend and the way you give a description in a job application. Students, I'll tell you, suppose I am giving my introduction to you. I'm an English teacher. I'll be taking a class in XYZ room or XYZ thing on XYZ topic. But when I'll be giving a public speech or taking a seminar or any huge gathering, in a different way of introduction I'll be giving there. Why? Because my audience is someone else. My listener is someone else. I'll be introducing to them in a different way. So when your topic is coming and the same topic, same will be described in a different way. Getting my point? So let's look with an example here. Yeah, there's an example on your screen, students. There's an example on your screen. Yeah. Your brother is going to Chennai to write an entrance exam. You have requested to your friend to meet him at the railway station and arrange accommodation for him. As your brother has not seen your friend, give a factual description of your friend in 125 to 150 words. See, students' word limit is given, and so that your brother can recognize him easily. You are Parvez or Parvati. So here, as per the question, your brother is going to Chennai to write an entrance exam. So you are going to write about your brother. So brother name is description of P.D. Venkataram. So about the person who is going to visit, his name, and the person who is writing is Parvez. If you're Parvati, you can take as a female or Parvati. My friend Venkat is a 20-year-old college student of height 170 cm. He's lean in build with a handlebar mustache, okay, which is his main facial feature, distinguishing him from others. Venkataram is fluent in Hindi as he lived in Delhi in his childhood. He always wears spotless clean white shirt and a white trouser, which should enable you to spot him on the station platform. In addition, he always wears sandals without any socks. He is generally having vermilion tika on his forehead, which is another distinguishing feature. His nose is rather long. He has keen blue eyes. His jet black well-oiled hair is parted in the middle like Tere Naam Salman Khan, parted in the middle and separated from different side. He is very enthusiastic person, being an optimistic, and you will enjoy spending time with him. Students, see here, the paragraph, very introduction, I asked it must divide into 3 to 4 paragraphs. You can see the 2 paragraphs has been divided. But students, when you write introduction about the person, okay, and then about his description continues and towards the ending. So when you must be describing, it's not compulsory. See, we have asked to keep you in the 4 paragraph. It's not compulsory you are going to keep always the 4 paragraph. As per the need, it must be separated into at least 2 to 3 paragraphs. So it's done here 2. Okay, so you must keep the separation. And I told you in the beginning, there is no byline. There is no byline, but here there is a byline. Why there is a byline? In the question, it is asking you are Parvez and Parvati. So as in the question, it is asking, you are writing the byline. Okay, and byline will be written under the title, not here. This part is wrong, students, to give you more better idea. That's why I have written at the base. Okay, so the correct one is this one, where you're writing this part under the byline, the title. Okay, so as in the question it is given, that's why you're writing it. If there's no by asked, you are this, you are that, if this is not given the question, no need to write the byline. Got it clear? Okay, let's see the next one. Next description, that is, yeah, that is place-based description. Place-based description. Location, dimension, spatial features about the place. Location, dimension, spatial features about the place. Suppose there's a book fair in your nearest area. Book fair in your nearest area. Wherever you live, suppose you're living in Bhubaneswar and in Patia. Okay, you're living in Bhubaneswar, Patia, and in your location, there's a book fair. What is where it is there? In Patia, heart of this town, that is Bhubaneswar, the mid city, there's a book fair. Location, I am describing location. What is the means of communication you are going to reach nearest to Patia railway station? People can come from outside to visit this book fair. Okay. At the same time, people can come down to this place from auto, rickshaw, parking facility, dimension, what space it has covered to prepare or it is built up. Okay, and from till entry till exit, from entrance till exit, you have to describe. For example, students, you remember the brochure? You go to any place, you get a brochure of that. Suppose, for example, I'll tell you menu card. You go to a dinner to a restaurant, you ask what are the things available. They don't think we were having this food yesterday. Today, this is not there. So this is the menu card, the present. These are the food items we have. So you order looking into the menu card. Similarly, this factual description is like that. Okay, the details, whatever is present, when you visit to that place and you exit comes, that whatever is available, you can enjoy, the people can understand, imagine and get it what is available. Okay, let's see the example. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, students. Okay, school reading room. What is the heading here? School reading room. Write a factual description of new library cum reading room in your school for the primary class students in 100 to 125 words. Include details of layout, display facility, sitting arrangement, etc. Okay, sitting arrangement and etc. School reading room. Okay, see students, there is no you are this, you are that is not asking here. So that's why no byline here. Okay, got it clear? And see here, one thing has been done. There's no divide of paragraph. So you have to divide that paragraph and you have to write the content. Library come reading room are the real lungs of knowledge. See, introduction. What is library come reading room? It's a real lungs of knowledge that washes away the pall of darkness and enlighten our spirit. Okay, that what takes the darkness from us and gives us a bright future. From where we get it? From books. So National School Aurangabad was set up last year and it was feeling a lack of library come reading room has started functioning very decently. Okay, suppose you write in a junior classes, write a letter for your building a library in your area. Similarly here it is a library is there and you have to give a factual description, you give a facts about it. Okay, when you write facts, simple tense, no past tense. Okay, one thing is clear, simple tense, simple means in a present simple form. Okay, no, what we can say, sometimes you can use for the continuous form also, but no past tense, it is not report writing. Okay, and you're not going to write something more about it, because it is not an article writing, some events or something will bring. Whatever is present as per that area or that place, you're going to present it. Okay, so it has as well occupied reading room with separate chairs, tables specially to Carter. Okay, tables and chair specially to Carter. Yeah, students, I'll take a break here. I'll take a break here, then we'll continue. I